Hey folks, this is Wistful Deal here, and I'm going to explain in this video here that I decided to have a change of plans, folks. I decided that not fully decided, but I am extremely, and I mean extremely, like near fully 99%, add in the 0.99 whatever da da da, like on those cleaning products or whatever. Pretty much, I'm extremely disinterested in getting my license. I no longer want to get my license, folks. I do not want to drive. I do not want to be behind the wheel. I do not want to do with any of that shit whatsoever. So, the main reason why well, actually, firstly, let me explain here. So, if you folks know, I made a post last Friday. Last Friday. On me getting myself a huge ass headache because I was searching and searching on Amazon for a specific bike, not really specific, but a particular bike that would suit my needs. I want to get a bike that's electrical, that has a cruise control that it can go forward without me pedaling, or maybe an auto pedal, whatever, da da da. That has a portable battery, that has headlights, so that even if I don't use it at night or whatever, I can at least, have it somewhat be kind of a motorcycle in a sense, but not kind of really, kind of a hybrid sort of thing. Because I feel like people are blind as hell when driving, so I want one with headlights for that little extra safety thing. And also that's foldable, that folds over. I did get a bike lock already, and if you folks don't know, I've been practicing. I don't know if you folks can see it. It's chained over here by the wall here, but it has its own key thing and everything. Then I can just insert it and opens up here. Here's the key. It's a double key, which is nice. Two extra keys, but I I didn't want to get a cold one because I saw a lot of those cold one things, and I didn't want to get a cold one, a pen one, whatever, because I hate those because I feel like someone's eventually gonna crack it, find it right or whatever, and I feel like with a key, just like a door or whatever, it's much safer. So anyway, back to my rambling. I wanted to get a I want to get an electrical bike, that's foldable, that's electric, that has headlights, and that has baskets or whatever in it. Cause I want to eventually invest in having bags like on the sides of the back, kind of like a motorcycle thing, and maybe one on the front. I'm not too sure yet, but so I could put groceries and junk and stuff, just whatever, and I can cruise around in and stuff. I feel like it would be much more efficient for me, and I can definitely get to work or whatever on on time or whatever and stuff. So that's something I want to invest in. Also, thick tires. I want my bike to have thick ass tires so that even if it can't go over the snow, I don't think there's a bike that can go in the snow. But I want it to be able to go on the snow in case there's like a little thin layer of snow or ice or whatever. I could still go over it. Of course, you can't go over thick snow in the winter. I don't think there's such thing as a winter bike, but you folks get what I mean. Something I can still go over if there's snow, a little bit of snow on it, and it's sunny or whatever. So, anyway, that's what I'm looking for, and I was giving myself a hard time because it was either the bikes that I found were either too big, because there'll be like big ones, like 20-inch ones, and I looked up over on because like based on inches, there's height or whatever, and the only ones that could work for me and my size is like a 13 to 15 inch, and the ones I would find is a 20-inch, which 21 plus whatever, which is pretty much for 6 feet and over, folks. But I'm a shorty. Yeah, I know. Haha, I'm a freaking dwarf. I'm 5 feet. Yeah, I know. I'm a freaking midget. I'm a freaking shorty. I'm freaking Jerry from Tom and Jerry. Haha, laugh at the little guy, the little bug. But yeah, the ones I did find that did fit me that would fit me. I wasn't too necessarily pleased with because they would be like a scooter kind of thing instead of like an actual bike thing. And I want something that's efficient. I'm gonna go ahead and go see with my dad sometime this weekend, whatever, before work, hopefully. Um, to just look over and see the options, and see what's out there. Maybe go to a bike store. Maybe I can get a custom made one. I'm not too sure. But that's my pretty much plan, and I want to get an electrical bike. Like I said before, I've been practicing um, down the road here that I'm in. I've been practicing back and forth with it. I'm still going to practice after this video here. But yeah, I've been practicing back and forth with getting used to the pedals and balancing it all and everything. So now let me explain before I keep rambling on the bike thing. Enough of the bike shit, okay? Why am I doing this in the first place? And why am I deciding to not get my license? Well, first things first, I do not see driving being worth it. I thought I did at first because I wanted to, because I'm going to be independent. I'm going to find a way to be independent one way or another. But the main reason why I don't want to drive is because first things first is everyone else drives. And even if I'm careful, that doesn't mean everyone else is going to be. And I feel like it is kind of a death sentence to me. Now, sure, I can only worry about myself and not others. But I just feel like the more and more I look at it, the more irritated I get. You cannot tell me how many times just in the parking lot at the store that I work at. I'm a cart person, whatever. Um, there'll be folks that don't do the right of way. There's folks that honk at each other. There's speeders. There's freaking. I won't tell you how many times I would have like a full load of cart and someone would just zip on by over. And I'm always cautious too. I'm always peeking over, looking over. There's some weird ways that folks will park and stuff. There was literally one time this lady, she freaking parked and she took 2 spots of the park. The park, whatever, I call them slots, park slots, whatever, those lines, whatever, for your vehicle to fit in. This lady here did it right at the dead center of one of the lines and took up 2 of them. And she was all curved and stuff. And when she got out, she kind of looked over at me and walked over. And I looked over and I'm like, really? Now, sure, yeah, I don't need to complain. I don't need to worry about what's in it for me with my business or how people drive or park or whatever. The thing is that we're all in this world together, and I just feel like a lot of folks do not share the road by any means. Many folks just are in it for themselves a lot of the times with the road. Now, yeah, sure, and I did say before that I wanted to get non-electrical bike. I wanted to get my license just to have a window or an option to be able to drive. But I feel like that really does not make sense now because, okay, firstly, why would I get a license, if I'm not going to use it? Why would I get a car if I'm not going to drive it? Why would I build a house if I'm not going to live in it? Sure, I could go through with it, but I just feel like it's not worth it. The more I look at it, the more I just see it being unworth it to drive. And it's not about a confident thing either. It's pretty much about, being a rail and stuff. And sure, it's safer in a sense to be in a vehicle than to ride a bike. But I feel like I'm very flexible with riding a bike compared to driving. And plus the work and headache trying to figure out where to go, what to ask, what to look for and stuff is very headache inducing to me. It's even more of a headache than looking for a bike, the specific bike I want or whatever, because I've done an online class which only showed me the main basics of it, which, yeah, makes sense. Don't drink and drive, I have a seatbelt, and it was a class course that I went ahead and did, and I got the basics of it, but it's slowly kind of slipping away from me because I do not do good with numbers. I do not do good with specifics or whatever, specific answers. You need a specific answer. You can't just say something similar to it or get the basic of it. You need the specific damn A, you know, da da da, whatever, or the points or whatever and stuff. And I've tried to call them again, and they haven't answered me yet since then. I completed their course, and so I called them to see where to go to and stuff. The lady there said go in and do drive time. I went over to drive time, and it was a seller place, whatever, that sells vehicles, and yeah, it's just a grinding headache, and it's just something I just look forward to less and less the more I do it. And even when I try to motivate myself to push myself just to get it done and over with, I just can't have the guts. I can't have the balls because it's just it's just really not worth it to me anymore. Sure, I'm gonna need to get it eventually, but at this point in time, I just do not see it being worth it. One last thing I do not see it being worth it is insurance. The money expensive and everything. Even a used car is expensive. A new one's super expensive, and I get anxiety with expensive money and stuff because I'm on SSI, and you can only have a certain number for the state and this and that, and you always need to keep track and this stuff and that stuff, pay stubs and blah blah blah, all that money, finance shit, and I just overall just don't see it being worth it. Folks, at the end of the day, my overall point of me rambling in this video here, I know I'm running my damn mouth here, but my overall point and take here is that what I'm trying to say is that I do not see it being worth getting a license anymore, at least anytime soon for me. I do not want AI to drive for me, God forbid. I'll get a freaking Uber or Lyft if that's the case, a taxi, whatever, hell to break with it, and spend $100 or whatever. I'd rather take someone behind. I feel safer at this point, someone being behind the wheel for me, than me being behind the wheel itself. Because, yeah, I know that may not make a lot of sense, but I just feel like at the end of the day, folks, overall, just time and time again, I just can't see the motivation so much anymore to get my license, and it's slowly fading away like like a memory. It's fading away like freaking a candle here. I just burning candle. It's slowly fading away from me. I'm getting less and less motivation to um drive, and I'm getting less and less motivation to even look forward to even just going back and forth between work or whatnot. I just don't see it being worth it. Plus, I don't like the idea of just sitting down, like this a lot. And overall, but I am gonna be independent. I want to be independent. My dad told me that, I remember talking to him, and I'm like, I can't just have you guys just take me to work forever. And he goes, oh, sure you can. I'm just like, no. I mean, I'm gonna be 25 this September. I'm 24 years old. I think there's no damn reason why I can't be able to have a way of transportation. I'm not gonna take a state UTA, whatever, with strangers, whatever. I want to be independent and have my own um way of transportation. So overall, folks, I'm looking forward to getting my own bike and everything. I already have a bike, but it's a kid BMX, whatever. And embarrassingly enough, it still fits me because when I got it before, it was a bit big on me. Now it's a bit small, whatever. But you know what? I'm a shorty. I'm a midget, like I said. So it fits me still. So Anyway, overall, at the end of the day, folks, I am gonna. That's my plan. Goal is to get a electrical bike and just bike around. Maybe bike around some stuff, whatever. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do vlogs or whatever. We'll see on that. I'm not a huge fan of doing public stuff, whatever. But I'll see on that. That's just a huge maybe, a huge ass maybe. But yeah, overall, I just want something that I can get from point A to point B on my own without my parents, without UTA, and without the headache inducing of getting a car. And because I have short term memory, I'm gonna forget whatever the stuff of the steps, whatever anyway. So, you know what? Plus, a bike is just overall efficient and easier. But I feel like that wraps up for my rambling of today's video here because I know I ran my mouth today, but overall, at the end of the day, folks, a bike yes, car no. Of course, I still need a car in a sense for winter or whatever, but at this point, I might as well just not even worry on that, whatever. So, pretty much, folks, that's pretty much it for today's video here. I definitely have an AU planned for tonight, a MOP horror AU, which I know you folks love. So there's definitely gonna be that tonight and everything. So look forward to that. As of for now, I am gonna practice riding my bike around and hop in the shower because my hair is dirty as hell, and that's why I always, even in public places, I like to have a hat because it can hide in a sense better. Of course, not fully, but it can hide your dirty, greasy ass hair. So, anyway, with all of that being said and rambling out of the way, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe for more, and I'll see you all sooner or later. Bye bye, everybody.